Eyup, it's Louise. I feel like I look extra bald today, but I've not cut my hair or anything. I've got a couple books that I've read recently that I'm going to go take back to the library today. And I thought, I've been a bit off it with reviewing my books, to be honest, because I've been reading so many while I was off sick. I really just could not be arsed reviewing them all. I read so many books while I was off sick. I was like, it'll take me too long to review them, but I'm going to get back on it now. So I've got 3 here that I've read recently that I'm going to take back to the library. And then I'll probably tack another couple on the end of this video, because I used to like review like 5 or 6 at a time. I feel like 3's not enough. But I'll show you. I'll go from worst to first. All female authors, very nice. Very aesthetically pleasing, these colours, the pink and the navy, very cute. I love the library, dude, I love the library. I'm gonna take these back, and I've got 3 more to pick up, and then I've got more to request, because you can only have like 20 requests / holds at one time, and I always have 20, so when I go pick up these 3, I'm gonna request 3 more. I'm speeding through the books. I swear I read so many books. So many. I love it. I'll start off with the worst, which is The Mars Room by Rachel Kushner. This took me way too long to get into, and when I was into it, I was speed reading through it, but I wasn't really enjoying it that much. Not in a way that it's like, I really disliked it. It was just, it was okay. I think this was one where it was like, oh, if you like this book, you'll like this one, and they were dead wrong. I didn't really care for it. It was about like a women's prison, basically, and I don't know, it felt a bit like poverty porn-y, and also there was like a little, it felt a little bit transphobic in some bits, but I don't know if that was supposed to be like reflecting these are the views of these prisoners that are all mostly like women of colour and they're all poor, and it's like, oh, okay, so they're all transphobic, weird, or if like that's the views of the author. I don't know, it was a bit poverty porn-y. I wasn't really that asked about it, and also like the chapters were like different people, and it didn't say which person it was. Like, I like when it'll be like, I don't know, like Max's POV, and that's from Max's POV, because I get a bit confused, because they'll just be like calling people by their first name and then their surname in prison, and it's like, I don't know who's who. It was a bit, it was alright. 2 out of 5, not great. Not bad, not great. It was alright. I really like the cover though. It's a really nice pink. Also, someone like snapped the protective cover of it, like the library cover, this bit here, and when I was holding it, it kept poking me in my hands, and I didn't like that. It was alright. Nothing more to say. New York Times bestseller. Is it? Second, this is the middling one. This is The Bass Rock by Evie Wyld. This is, it's like 3 stories in one, sort of all intertwined, based, I think they're supposed to be based in the same house, but I don't know if the one in the 1700s is just sort of based in the same area. Basically, there's a girl in the 1700s accused of being a witch. Someone in like the 1950s, post-war, moves to a new house with her husband and his children, and then it's supposed to be modern day. Someone lives in London, and then she's cleaning out the house of the old lady because she's some sort of vague relation, but not really. That was a bit confusing. I think she just owned the house, this old lady, and then like had someone live with her that was like a close personal friend. We don't know if they were lesbians or what, but I like when they say close personal friend. And then they had like, there's some children there, and one of the children has grown up and now was cleaning out the house because the old woman died, I guess. That was a little confusing. I liked it. I did enjoy it. I liked the 3 separate stories. Again, not to be overusing this in the video, there was a, like, not poverty porn again, but there was a little bit, I felt like there was a smack of classism in some of it. In the 2 stories, the one that was like post-war and like current day, in the post-war one, it's like quite a rich lady lives in this house and she has the help, and I feel like that's a bit, I don't know, the way she talks about her, it's a bit like snooty. And then in the present day, she meets someone and she's like, oh, she's really common, and but she's free, but she's doing all this stuff, and she's so risky, and she's poor, and she's homeless, and it's just a bit like, all right, just you're banging on about it now, all right. And she's witchy, and it's just a bit like, okay, I don't know, just a little sprinkle of classism in it, just a little bit. But it's mainly about systemic violence against women, which we love to see. Love that. And it's, yeah, violence against women throughout the ages. Things don't change. it was quite an interesting read. Just like that one thing really annoyed me. Just didn't like that. Also, I think it was this book where they kept using a word and I didn't know what it meant, and it was counterpane. Like, do you know what a counterpane is? I think it just means a bed sheet, but I'd never read that word before. And they were using it in like the old-timey bit, which I'm like, I get, but then they were using it in like the modern day bit as well, because I understand it's probably a word that they used in the 50s, but I've never heard anyone say counterpane before. I didn't know what it meant, so I was very confused. But yeah, it was alright. 3.5 out of 5, I'd give it. It was alright. It gets a single thumb up. Single thumb up from me for the Bass Rack. And the best for last in this trio, Bunny by Mona Awad. I devoured this. I absolutely loved this. I read this on, well, I read half of it on the train down to London and the other half on the way back the next day. I sped through it. It was incredible. Loved it. Loved it, loved it, loved it. Also love this cover. Love the bright colour. Love it. It is about like weird, incredibly possessive, what's the word? Not like symbiotic, you know, like weird relationships, codependency, that's it. And kind of like weird cultish behaviour within a group of girls within this university. And they all call each other Bunny. And they're all kind of a bit weird hive-mindy. And someone sort of gets recruited to join and she gets to see what they're going through. And it's like the loss of individuality. And also like weird gross girl things and like some nice body horror, a bit of gore. It was good. I really, really liked it. I really enjoyed it. It was really, really good. Yeah, they're just in like some sort of weird clique, these like rich girls, and I think the main character's called Samantha. Her friend calls her Smacky. And she's like infiltrating the weird rich girl bunny group to become one of them, but she's doing it to like make fun of them, but then she gets way too invested, kind of like in Mean Girls, you know, when she joins the Plastics. Loved it. 5 out of 5. It was so good. Smashed it. It was excellent. I've got my last 2 recently read books here for you. There we go. My holly was backwards so you couldn't see the little berries. Hey, so one, I took back to the library at the weekend, so you'll just have to enjoy a picture on the screen, which I'll put here, probably. Put it there. So this first book was Ghost Lover by Lisa Taddeo. Taddeo? Taddeo. I don't know how you say it. Look at it up on the screen here. This is a collection of short stories. Basically, I was reading it as, it's just like the experience of being a woman. That's all. Every first letter of that sentence is capitalized. The experience of being a woman. It was stories about sort of female friendship and also female rivalry, you know? Being seen as a woman versus not being seen as you age as a woman. And sort of the two sides of the coin of like wanting male validation and also despising men in general. Can't relate to the former, but I can to the latter. I did quite like this book. A couple of the stories I got a bit confused. I had to do a little speed reread of them. There's one in particular, it was just naming the 3 like main women in it as, I think it was like the waitress, the actress, the talk show host, and then it gave them like actual names later on, and I couldn't really keep track of who was who, so I had to have another little scan through it, but that might just be a me problem, not a problem with the writing. Apart from that though, it was a solid little anthology, girl power, etc, etc. I give it 3.5 out of 5. It was good. It was pretty good. My final book I have here, this was a gift from one of my friends for my birthday. This is Monstrillo, written by, I hope you're ready for my really good Spanish name pronunciation here, my excelente pronunciation de nombre, Gerardo Samano Cordoba. See? I think that's pretty good. This, in my humble, uneducated opinion, is about grief. Grief and loss and closure. The unholy trinity, if you will. So it opens up on a couple, Joseph and Magos, and their son passes away in like a moment of grief-induced madness. We've all been there. Magos, we've all been there. Magos cuts open the body of her son and takes a little piece of his lung as sort of a memento mori. And she leaves the home with her husband. They live in New York, I think, and she goes back to be with her mother in Mexico with the little piece of the lung in tow, just in her suitcase with all her bits. And her mother's housekeeper discovers she's got this little piece of lung, and she's like, okay, I understand the grief. Don't feed it though. Don't feed it. You don't know what's going to happen. You could create something evil if you feed it. We don't want you to feed it. But obviously she feeds it. The story's called Monstrillo. It's about a little monster. Here he is, the little fella on the cover. He's so cute. He's just a little fella. He's nice. He's a little monster boy. Yeah, so I think this novel really tactfully covers the process of loss, grieving, and sort of the eventual moving on with your life, even though you've still got the incredible pain and sadness and like hollowness and sort of undying love for whoever you've lost. I really thought reading this might be a bit too much for me to read after obviously both the cats passed away, but I really did enjoy reading it. It didn't make me sad. It made me a little bit sad, but like sad for them, not sad for me, you know? Oops, it's coming out of a dust sleeve. 5 out of 5 for this one. It's beautifully written. Loved it. It was so good. I absolutely devoured it. It was really good. It was very poignant. It was great. It's 5 out of 5. One of the best books I've read this year, I think. 2 thumbs up. I really enjoyed this one. Have you read anything good recently? Let me know. I love to know. I just love reading books, man. If you let me know if you read anything good. If I've not read it, I'll request it from the library. Because I love the library. As I say every time, they hate to see me come in. But I love it. I just love this book cover as well. It's nice. That's my little guy. That's the Monstrillo. Monstrillo. Monstrillo, little M. They call him M. Instead of Monstrillo towards the end. Instead of being like he's a little monster. Anyway, I'm saying little monster, like he's a Lady Gaga fan. Anyway, goodbye guys. See you on the next one. Farewell. Happy reading. I can't wait to get my teeth into some more books.